we're here for Waiting for the End, Linkin Park. I'm a huge fan of Linkin Park as well. I don't know all their deep cuts. I will say that. I mainly just know their really, really like commercial songs. But I do like the song Bleed It Out. That's my favorite Linkin Park song. Simply because the end. He's like, I've opened up these scars. I'll make you face up. Like, just, dude, that. Oh, I haven't heard this song. This is Waiting for the End. What album is this from? From Zero. Which, little backstory, I'm pretty sure Zero or From Zero was Linkin Park's original name. And then it was something else. Or there was something, it might have been something else before that. Oh, no, they were Hybrid Theory. They were Zero or From Zero. Then they were Hybrid Theory. Then Chester Bennington was sleeping in a park at Linkin Park, in fact. And he said, what about that? And then they changed the name because he said it's Zero, then Hybrid Theory. That's right. Yeah, Zero with the X, though. Yeah. So I know a little bit of background. I love Linkin Park, man. I really do. This is Waiting for the End, requested by Owen. Thank you so much for the request, brother. Much love. Let's do this.
Like a riot rocking every revision, but you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, and though the words sound steady, something empties within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air.
Whoa, this kind of reminds me of that Kanye song. I know that's a weird sentence to say with Linkin Park. Hear me out though. What's the song? It's like. He's like, let's have a toast for the that song. It kind of reminds me of that just because of how big it sounds, right? A small melody, and then every now and again we get a huge kick of like a synth and a kick, and it just opens up a lot of space. Runaway, that's what I'm thinking of. It is Runaway. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that song a little bit, and I know that's crazy. I was Linkin Park, that's Kanye. I'm just saying just atmospherically.
You listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, and though the words sound steady, something empties within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. Cause we're living at the mercy of the pain and the fear, until we get it, forget it, let it all disappear. Yeah. Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength to stand. This is not what I had planned. It's out of my control.
Oh my gosh.
Flying at the speed of light, thoughts were spinning in my head. So many things were left unsaid. It's hard to let you.
These notes, like I love that lower no sliding down like that. Oh, I'm glad I got hit with a wall of emotion. applause here. This is probably gonna be like these words coming from this man just hit in a completely different way. The words he's singing in this just come across in a completely different way. Same with like songs like Crawling, I can't even listen to normally anymore. And Numb. Oh, and then what is it? One More Light. Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? Ah, God.
Trying to figure out what it's like moving on, and I don't even know what kind of things I said. My mouth kept moving and my mind went dead. So picking up the pieces now, where to begin? The hardest part of ending is starting again. Oh. Like a riot rocking every revision, but you listen to your tones in a violent rhythm. The words sound steady, some melodies within. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. Cause we're living at the mercy of the weight and the fear. Until we get it, forget it, let it all disappear.
Whoa. Round of applause. I was waiting for the end. Linkin Park. Dude, it is. We've been listening to a lot of Mac Miller, man, and I'll like hearing his words, knowing, you know, where we are now, hearing the words he wrote about before he passed, and then hearing them like after he did pass, and now hearing them. It's just like, oh, it's like kind of like it's haunting, and I feel like that's the exact same. It's the exact same thing here with Linkin Park, man. Like my thing is, I have this issue with like, I just imagine. I don't even want to say about Imagine, man. It's sad. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. I love the atmosphere that was being built there. The synths, the bass, you know, the synth basses and how it felt huge. It built the entire time. It honestly didn't feel like there was any sort of format to this song, although there was. It felt like it was a wave, right? Almost like remember how like Dance Gavin Dance and all them, how their songs just kind of was like one big wave of music rather than being like a traditional verse chorus whatever. This kind of gave that similar vibe to me, and I think that plays into the overall subject matter of, you know, being down in a deep depression and being down in yourself or down in life. It comes in waves, right? It hits you when you don't expect it. It'll just like a wave. It just comes up, you know, you're entrenched in it, and then, you know, if you're able to push through it, it'll go away for a bit. Maybe it'll go away forever, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't, and it'll come right back. So I think the sonic of the song, how it sounded, also played a part in the overall story and subject matter of the lyrics. Now, Chester Bennington is, I mean, I could sit here and talk your ear off for why I think he's one of the best vocalists who have ever lived. Not even from, I mean, yeah, from a technical standpoint and the technical things he would do, but I just mean overall emotion and just quality of his voice, right? We can talk, oh, his distortion, you know, he'd belt, we know he could do all that. It's all of that in one, the overall sound of his voice, just everything included in that. Insane, dude. Chester Bennington's insane. Linkin Park is insane. They're a band full of just phenomenal musicians. Thank you so much for that request, Owen. Thank you, brother. Round of applause for Owen, everybody.